We look at the, this is the part where we looked at the VS Code, and we're going to look at the advance of the advance, which is, it's not really linked to the VS Code, but it's really some extremely powerful way of searching for plays and range of plays and see information about evolution. So one of the things that we used to do in data volley, and you probably want to do, is you want to know what are the last 5 sets, or what are the last 5 attacker that were used, right? So you can have a pattern that is not only a pattern that is over the game or before whatever, but in the game, the coach may turn towards you or talk to you on the headset and say, hey, I want to know, in the last 5 set, did she set the right side or did he set the pipe or whatever, or something like that, right? And so for that, we're going to use the concept of a VSPLAY, VSRange, and VSMAP together. VSPLAYs is something that was introduced by VolleyStation recently. It is like VSCount, right? In my opinion, at one point, they may actually remove the VSCount and they're going to add the VSPLAYs, because what you can get in the VSPLAYs, you can get in the VSCount, right? So if I do a VSCount of the of all the attack on the left side, right, I got 87, and if I got a VSPLAYs, right, I actually get the exact same number. So you're going to say, well, there is no difference why they invented it. So I said, wait a second. What you can do is you can have a range, so you can have some kind of sequence about those information, right? So if I want to see all the attack, and we're going to make something simpler. We're going to get all the attack. I want to say all the attack on all the last attack, and I want them to be, I'm going to remove the PR20 and the first and the set and everything. I may actually do, the set 1. So I'm actually all the attack in set 1. And I want a VS range, so I want the last 8 attack, right? So what I want is I want the last 8 from the point where I am. So I'm just going to copy this one. And I think it's a comma, VS range, right? And I got 8, right? Because I got the last 8 attack. That's in set 1 are 8, right? That's the count. So you're going to say, well, that's great, bravo. You managed to tell us that the last 8 attack, the number of the last 8 attack are 8. I say, well, wait a minute. Now, what I want to do is I want to show it as a list. But what I want to see is I want to see this. I want to see all these 8 attack. What I want to see is I want, I think I want to map that. What I want to show is I want to show the player that did the attack. I want to see the combination that they use, and I want to see if it's a kill or not. That's what I want to see, right? And of course, it doesn't show me anything. So I'll need to figure out that it's probably a VSMAP that I'm missing somewhere. Yeah, that's right. I need the VSMAP right there. You see this one that I forgot? So I got to play, right? And the plays are here. And now what I'm going to do is I want a VSMAP of those plays. Right? I want to map those plays, and this is what I want to map. So finger crossed now. Data. Right? So what happened now is I mapped those plays. This is I want the last 8 attack. And now I can see directly what it is. I can see that it's number 15 that is a V8 and it was a kill. Then 21 was a V5 and everything. Right? So I manage now to see information about what is happening. I can see, for instance, I could look at I think the last set or the last whatever, maybe the last combination, right? So we'll look at that a little bit in detail in the next one. But the VSMAP is used in a very important way. I think they have something to show you here. I think there is a VSMAP, right? That use that. And I use that. That's what I do with the VSMAP, which is what happened before, what did they do, the last 7 attack, the player, the zone, and the effect. So I can see that this was a right side, because for me, right is a right side, right? This one was a kill, I believe. This one was a middle. So I can quickly see that the last 8 attack, that's number 1. You see how I use the 1 for those who actually followed my other videos. This is the last one was the middle by number 4. There was no kill, and then the left side no kill, no kill, no kill. So that's how you can use the last 8 or the last 7 or something on the VS map. The other thing that they added is the VS lineup, which tells you in what rotation they are at a certain point in the game. So if you move the VS lineup with the VS map, you can technically see what she or he has run in that rotation during that game, and it can come automatically. That's one of the stuff that we are working on, that we use in some of this spreadsheet here is a spreadsheet that I'm working on, that I'm trying to figure out, because I got now the rotation 5, which I believe is my next rotation, and my rotation right now in my next rotation, right? And so it tells me what they did in that rotation and what they're going to do, what based on the example, right? That's one of the spreadsheet that I'm working at, that tells me the efficiency and the attack and all this kind of information and kind of stuff. When it's going to be ready, I'll actually upload it for you guys. The last thing we can look at here is the VS map. So some information about the VS map, the link here, so you can get better information. But the VS map, you can actually show the team, the player, the skill, the combination, the target attacker, the start zone, every other information. So when you actually map, where did I miss this one? When you actually map and you want to see certain information, you can decide what is happening. So here's the example of what I did. Here, this one is a VS map of the VS plays, right? I want to do that, I think, on a, so I want to see the attack, and on the good pass, the range is going to be, what is my range there? I think I add A18, which is 7, right? So I'm showing 7 here. You see what's hidden there. I want the last 7, and I want the player, right? And then I'm going to have the square bracket, and then I'm going to choose, or the choose is another one, right? I'm going to choose based on the start zone. I'm going to choose, it's going to be red for the zone number 2, yellow for the zone number 3, and green for the zone number 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 for the pipe, it's going to be a little a diamond arrow, and 9 is going to be a little red arrow. So that's what is happening. So this one here, I know it's if I look at that, it's the 7th last attack was on the left side. And then the same thing, what I do is I'm adding, right, with the string I'm adding, and I said if the effect is a little double plus, then I'm giving you a kill. If it's an error, I give you an X, which is an error. Otherwise, I give a continuation, right? So for some reason, I didn't use the choose. I just choose the regular if then else. So that tells me information, which is the last one was number 4. It was a middle attack, and it was a continuation. And before that, it was 3. On the left side, it was a continuation, and so on. So I got the last 7 kill. If you change, if I got, let me see, I'm going to have another season. I'm going to get, I don't know, McMaster against the Bolt. And because it's the end of the game, of course, it's going to be the last 8 point of the last set. But imagine that live, you know exactly what is happening. You can see that they ran some pipe, they ran some attack on the left side. I think those one are the serve. Yeah, that's the serve. So I know what the serves are. I know what is the efficiency and what they run in transition and inside out in the past in that game, and what they're going to do in the next stuff, right? So that's how I use the VS range. I think they used it on, I think there is one that they created, and I'm going to do that here, which is next. Not the next gen, not the next rotation. I'll post it into the YouTube. You got the information. Or actually, better, what we're going to do is we are going here to that blog, and we're going to see that information right there, right? So that they have a complete explanation of the VSPLAY, VSRange, and VSMAP. And what they do is this. I think they have this advanced analysis and this spreadsheet that they provided to you with the last 8 attack with, what is the setter that they're running, was it front, was it back, and everything. You can download this one here, the play-by-play and advanced play-by-play. So let's see if I got play-by-play. Play-by-play. Here we are. And I have nothing here. Set 1, VH range. I don't have any of the attack, so I will have to investigate. But anyway, let's go back to my demo VSStation. Puerto Rico. Do I have everything here? I have some information there, right? So I'll have to investigate there, but it seems that what they got is they got the 8th attack, the 7th attack, what was the combination, what was the target attacker, and then they got front, center, back pipe, setter dump, I presume. And so that's kind of the trigger that tells you what they've been running in the last 8. So it probably can give you an idea about what they're going to run in the next one. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is this blog here. I wanted to show you what VolleyStation is doing. I wanted to show you what I'm working on. And I wanted to give you an idea of what this advanced part of the VSPLAY and the VSRange and the VSMAP is happening. Hope you have a great day. Ping me on YouTube if you have any question, any concern, and I'll be happy to help you.